And welcome back to Dreams of Azathoth here, with a little different change of scenery. But we saw an amazing, icebreaker question online that another group had been doing, and I kind of wanted to borrow that to start here. So our question for the day, kind of get everybody into character, to have everybody learn about their characters, is how did your character learn or come into their powers, abilities, skills, those kinds of things? And we'll start with Laren.
Oh, there you go. So Laren...
I like that cue up.
Oh, there you go. Laren is very old, and it took about 50 years being a acolyte in a church to have like the basic powers. But it wasn't until very recently, when the orphanage burned down, that the powers started to grow along with visions. Because originally it was just kind of basic, spell casting. But now it's become something much more oracle, future sight, cosmic, future sight and such. So anyway, I think whenever the orphanage burned down and Pharasma started getting visions, that's when she started taking it seriously. And it's just kind of exploded in power since then. So very recent, I would say, for the growth of the powers.
So I would say Moash, since he's just a thief, he was just taught from a young age from...
Not just a thief.
I am just a thief.
You also murders people.
He was taught by a young age from his family. They all... he comes from an organization that, and just from a young age, was taught to stab people. Be thieving, but obviously he wants to be more than that. But I would say he was just taught by a young age, and that's where he trained.
So my character Reese, growing up, was in a more rural, boonies kind of area, so he grows up kind of living out in the wild. Late at an early age, was separated from his mother, and then kind of was enslaved for a very short period. At some point in time, reaching in between all that, kind of learning that he has the ability to jump into other people's dreams, and then later on it's learns how to fight and kind of has some general knowledge, but his meets his master that basically adopts him. But as far as controlling the dream thing, it's not really a known trait. So he went off to adventure, discover the world, and see. So he's very outdoorsy, but also does not want to be restricted by because he was captive as a slave when he was younger. Kind of jumping all over the place there. Sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all the trauma.
Oh, you haven't.
It's all the trauma.
Are you going traumaless again?
Yeah, not. I mean,
I feel like that's a trait.
Yeah.
Traumaless.
Non-trauma.
I feel like
You can get.
if you start traumaless, you have extra buffs. If you start trauma-filled, you start with the cool background.
That's how it
Character.
That's easy.
Five charisma.
Extra good. No. Natsumi didn't know about her powers inherently. Kitsune, they kind of roll the dice when they're born as more fox-like or more human-like, and she came out as a human. Her mom's a human, her dad's a kitsune. So they thought she was human, and as she started to get a little bit older, the fox features started popping up. They are inherently magical creatures, so her dad was trying to just figure out what her magic center was, and it turned out she seemed to be a little more in tune with elements, so that's what he figured out with her. They don't have terribly a long lifespan, so he kind of was like, you're gonna learn more on your own if you go out into nature and do your thing. I mean, if you want trauma, that's actually how she met Karina. Her dad taught her how to shift into a fox form, so she can go into a smaller fox, but because she's a winter fox, her coat's fully white. And a fully white winter fox in a not winter setting made for great, oh look, hunt for fur, and she almost got hunted down, but Karina saved her.
Aw, thanks, Karina.
That's why she was better than Karina.
Zappy. How did Zappy get her powers?
She's just so cool.
So,
Maybe she-
Zap.
Maybe it's Maybelline's.
So Sappy is a feral child. So I would always go into the woods and climb up on the trees and jump around and talk to the animals because they were my only friends. And then one day I was just playing around and then sparks came out of my fingers and I burned some leaves by accident and started a little fire. I stopped the fire, obviously.
Grandma's house didn't
But
burn
yeah,
down.
Grandma's had to not burn down because when I told my grandmother about my powers, she told me not to use them. She said that they were dangerous. So I never used them in the house, but I would always sneak out into the woods and I would play around and dance and shoot little things out of my hands. But I never really knew how to control it. So
And unfortunately, that's why the halflings decided mostly to stay away from the house was the dancing little devil shooting spells around.
I'm imagining Jack from
Yeah.
mixed with a little bit of Frozen, where you're forbidden.
He's doing
She's playing gun. All our little board games had to do with magic.
I sneeze and oh shit.
Yeah.
Also the game keeps taking out of me.
You're a fly eating sorry.
It got wild. It's very yeah. It was very feral. It's very feral. There was some touch and go moments. This is not my first time almost dying.
First
Won't
time.
be your last. And it won't be. It definitely won't be mine.
We can make it last time I'm dying.
Okay, so Thyra is also a feral child, but born in a cold area in the woods, right? So she was born into a werewolf pack, but as a toddler, her first memory is learning how to transition into different forms. And then, as a rite of passage, before you can go and hunt with your pack, they have a howling ceremony where you can show your transitioning and then you can move on with a pack and start hunting. And
Man, that ceremony's so cool.
Are you gonna show us your howl?
no,
No.
No.
we're recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No, I imagine the first time you start as a human who doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's oh, and it turns into a full crash.
Now, if somebody gets turned into a werewolf, then it's not gonna be one day.
Yeah. Maybe they go through their howl, but it's uncontrolled.
Yeah, yeah.
out of control
like let's
every
say
full
some Harry
moon
Potter.
for 3 nights in a row.
Right? Dr. Lupus?
Yes, yeah. That's kind of the vibe.
Lupus.
Lupus something. Dr. L.
Yeah, Lupus. It was Lupus.
Lupus, because that's.
It's just kept
the
just
lupus
saying
penis
Lupus
is
made me
like-
think
yeah.
of the disease instead, but
Mhm.
Okay.
it was right.
Lupin?
Lupin.
Was it
It is Lupin.
Mhm.
I think it's
It is
Lupin.
Lupin. Yeah, I was like, Lupus is definitely a disease,
I
right?
think lupus is the disease, I'm pretty sure.
We only watch that show once a year because for some reason
Harry
it plays
Potter,
when
I
we
think,
go
is
to
what they're talking
and
about.
that's it.
Love
All right, chat. Is it Lupus or Lupin?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Start
I mean,
with
If he was born a werewolf, it's Lupin. If it was a disease, it's lupus.
Yeah, for real.
So we get
If he's a thief, he's Lupin.
And her doctor house, it's never
Yeah.
lupus.
Professor Lupin. Professor Lupin.
that.
Lupin.
Lupin.
L-U-P-I-N.
Love that.
Lupin. You know. Harry Potter.
Okay.
It's like, who's gonna be the werewolf?
Alright.
Mister? Is this a Mr. Lupus over here?
You should run. Boy.
Lupus Canis, I think is his
You missed.
I wonder if he's gonna be a werewolf.
Now let's look up lupus.
So,
Careful.
It's an
as a
autoimmune-
new
it's autoimmune
streaming group,
disease, okay.
as a new streaming group, it would really help out if anyone out there could just like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is,
Your
whatever
job
it is.
Ring the bell on YouTube.
Yeah, ring the bell, make it happen. Just because that'll just get us to that next little level. I hate saying that, but yeah, there it is.
No, follow us.
Just pull out a character, be like, and just be as obnoxious as possible.
Like
Yeah, literally.
Alright, guys.
If we get at least 30 followers, Thyra will howl on stream.
I'll give it a shot.
Per follow.
For 30, for every follow after 30, Thyra's gonna give another attempt.
It's just us, maybe.
Yeah,
It's just like us.
When we hit 300,000, she's gonna be really struggling. We will release them in 16 different streams.
Yeah.
segments. The growth of her howl.
We'll be like the Mr. Beast of D&D.
I'm gonna have a whole compilation of just howls.
The Thyra Howl compilation.
10 hours of.
The Thyra Howl.
Maybe we'll do a remix.
It's all gonna be unique howls, which are big.
She'll turn into an actual
It'll
werewolf.
be like a EDM song with your howl.
Now we're talking.
That'd be our intro song. The EDM howl.
That I could go for.
Where are we at?
We are at Barley Brown Barrels.
Barley Brown Barrel.
We're like going back in
Bloomies
the tunnel
from
for lead, or-
Boomies, that's it.
Bloomies.
Bloomies.
Boomies Brown Barrels.
Louise Brown
Oh, yeah.
Barrel.
And the blood.
You
What's
come
in there?
up from the basement down below. Moash just shaking off this feeling
Yeah,
coming
Moash.
off you, this desire to jump into the pit. And your friends had noticed that your arms had grown ever so slightly longer.
Was there a specific person that noticed, or were they all?
I think it was Thyra that called it out, or maybe it
You
was
spell
the
it on me.
Kitsune. One of the two.
I thought, but
I think they both saw.
he
but
called it out.
that-
She was
Wait,
like,
no,
"Oh,
what's
that."
wrong with your leg?
What's
Okay, arms
what?
are growing longer.
Throw your arm.
I said I had stakes in my bag in case.
And you guys,
Carry them around. She's like,
Our his fangs a little longer.
did someone say vampire? Already.
She just throws it back.
Or break more chairs to get me.
Literally.
Something
Wait.
under her back.
After Laren showed her that you can use stakes to kill stuff, she's just like, oh, this is the. No.
That makes sense.
Wrong kind.
Ready to go.
so you find yourselves exiting up from underneath, and you get the curious look from the bartender there ever so slightly, seeing that new faces that coming up, and he's like, I didn't let you down. Where y'all come from?
I think we did tell him. We were like,
No. We came from the bottom entrance. We're
Yeah.
exiting out the top where the guy was like, I watched 10 people go in, but now there's like 6 coming out that I didn't see.
Yeah, if I remember
And we had the two
correctly,
kids from the cage.
if I remember
Came with the
correctly, I
kids.
think I told
Yeah,
him
the
that we came from the
Very
other
nice.
end. Yeah.
No, the two kids, I already took them out.
Yeah.
Wait, they're in the church already.
Where is
Yeah.
it?
I
Remember-
told,
It's just us there.
It's just the actual.
Oh, and Reese is at work.
I told that dude we
For
came
now.
from the other way.
You can do half these instead.
And as you exit up into the top, you can see it's a dimly lit tavern. It's only a couple windows. It's still daylight outside, so it's got that just creaky, dusty look. Not a very well cleaned establishment. You smell the sweat of people and oil spots on the chairs. And booze isn't the thing he makes money on.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh.
It's the children.
Ew.
So no drinks here. We should just leave.
Yeah.
There's bad vibes.
One of these brown barrels. What do you think's in those?
I don't want to know what's in the brown barrel.
Probably something brown.
Yeah, it's said enough for me.
Probably fish.
What you all standing and gawking at? Either get out or go back down.
Go back down.
Yeah, let's go.
Now after your little performance, you don't get to go back.
Wait.
Yeah, we'll have to-
Well, no, we need to go.
Well, we had to go
Get Larry to
unite
go.
with you, and then we gotta go to castle and tell you what about the castle situation.
Yeah, so we gotta go meet up with.
We also had to tell our NPCs what to do. We left them at Brewers.
You did indeed leave
Creighton.
We left
Great
Creighton and Dara.
and Dara at Brewers.
They're having fun. They're like reading.
We're vibing.
And what's her name is there with that?
And Davinia.
Oh yeah. Well, she may have already taken her. I don't know. Her ransom.
Right, so I guess our goal here is.
Yeah.
So it's us 4. Let's go. Let's go to the church, right?
Yeah,
I'll check
let's
on
go
Lyra
grab.
and Lyra.
Yeah, let's go grab Laren and sort this cat
Does he
thing
just
out.
let them through?
He does actually. As you exit, he doesn't seem to stop you, and you leave, exiting into the town square again. Usalov's whitewashed gray stone buildings with large timber, steep roofs, into tight corridors of alleys. Booby's Brown Barrels is on a side street of an alley, tight to get in, and with just barely a sign above it, you walk into the chamber pot littered streets. As you work your way then to the main thoroughfare, into open air, being relieved of that scent, making your way towards the Grand Cathedral of Pharasma. There. You deposited the children there. You brought them to this grand cathedral. And when you make it there, though, as was discussed last time, that this is no orphanage. They help find a place, but it is not their charge to keep these children.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I talking to?
It would be an
Like an
acolyte.
acolyte.
Yeah. Basically, it was you would come in, first greeter that would come. But then that let you know that, yes, we will try and get them to the right places.
Right.
This is not Pharasma's charge.
I mean, I think Blair would nod and say, "Well, of course, get them wherever they can be taken safely."
Aye. But where did you find 2 elven children in this city?
Well, I believe they're being abducted in some form of secret organization.
He just raises his eyebrows at you. As
Not suspicious at all.
Have you heard of
Literally.
the underground mischievous activities?
Laren.
Is this a common occurrence where children are being abducted?
In Ustalav, there's always something shady down below, unfortunately, but nothing that I would know which place or person was behind. You hear things of kidnappings, vampires at night, and currently...
Speak are out.
Are you good?
We're not even here. Oh, we're not here.
I know. If you were here, you'd be like,
He's getting excited, I know.
But as you would know, sister,
It's away.
that we do expend funds and soldiers in the event to try and hunt down and kill these abominations. Stealing children, though, I have no clue.
Well, is there a nearby orphanage that you commonly send children to?
Let me check, and if not, we're gonna roll
Why,
and you're gonna
you
come
burn
up
it
with a
down?
name.
No, when we find all the other children that were going with us and we have another place to send them instead of straight to the church. When I find more children, I'll go there. Well, not if, when.
And then you'll burn them down.
Is it a sweat shop? They've got like an evil
We'll never
orphanage
get the
woman.
different bubbles to burn.
Well, more so, the children had mentioned in the story previously that they just kind of woke up in the night.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
don't even know,
Don't know.
it might be worth trying to send word to. Is it Taldor?
It was Kionin,
Kionin.
the elvish homeland.
Right. So it'd be, worth sending out a post card or a letter, to say like missing children.
Yeah, they do know their names, and so they could,
Yeah.
So
I would
we could have
probably-
the orphanage then
Right.
send.
I would say, I would take the children to the orphanage if there is a nearby one that they.
Yeah, so it looks like Whiteshaw is probably the closest area where they would send the children, which is north, near Castle Baltas, the kind of like a big trading port castle. And it's near there, within the city gates, so it's still in a safer part of town. It's not exposed to the outer world, but it is a bit of a trek from the temple itself.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Would you mind taking these children to that orphanage? Or having someone do that? I'm far too old to get these children around town.
Indeed, sister, you are quite frail, and it seems you are looking at other duties.
But don't forget, the children are from the elven Kionin,
Kieran.
and I believe they've just been taken from their family. Perhaps they have relatives. I would be willing to pay whatever it is for the letters for them to be able to send it home and see if they can be recovered.
As your sister here, the postage, consider that taken care of.
Okay.
And we shall escort these children there and give them their due. And hopefully, he kind of reaches down towards the children. The children seem apprehensive to go, but eventually willingly do.
Mhm.
And he takes their hands and says, "We will get you where you belong, children."
All right. And I would like to meet up with Myra and Elira.
Nice.
Well,
And you begin.
Do you even remember them?
yes, because the first day I was Laren.
Maybe
The second day I didn't remember it, but you guys had told me that we had already healed the second one, and I just was like, what?
I'm just trying to keep you.
In fact, I haven't actually. I don't remember.
You
Myra.
know, right?
Or was it Elira first, or was it Myra first? One of them I don't remember doing it. Right.
I think Myra was first healed.
Yeah.
I think Myra was first.
So you'll have a chance to talk to these children here for just a little bit before the party would then show up. So you make your way up above to where they're keeping the sick. Where Myra and Elira. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just trying to get them in my brain.
I was talking to an acolyte, just
Oh,
the
okay.
basic, standard clergyman.
As you, obviously bearing Pharasma's symbol and walking with confidence, are not stopped in any way whatsoever or fashion. Just going up to the second level of the Grand Cathedral into the sick wing where these children are being kept. And you can see that as you enter the door, it is a mess in here. These children have run amok and thrown their beds, and they seem rather rambunctious as they are pent up with energy. Far more than what someone recently resurrected should be. They should be very well fatigued and on the ground, still having their muscles grow back and coming into their full strength.
I have an idea.
Kind of
They recognize me.
Yes, as you approach in, one of the caretakers would then be, thank the Grey Lady. I almost said gods again, but Grey Lady, this is for Asma's church.
Thank the lady.
You're
Thank the lady.
you're back to take these kids off our hands.
Just for the day. They're still recovering, obviously.
I would disagree, but
They were just revived yesterday.
They're Brazilian, okay.
Resilience, they're young, but they'll still sleep.
here in your woods, you see the two kids just both heads turned locked. They were sitting on the ground in a relatively state of play, kind of talking, playing with a doll they were given, but then looking up at you.
Oh, hey, yeah, children, I would normally kneel, but I'm too old, so I just hunch even lower to raise my head. Hi. I have a question. Have you guys? Can you turn into pups, just like Tyra can?
And you see the older one nod, yes.
What about the younger?
The younger one kind of shakes her head just a little bit.
Okay. Well, how about we go on a walk?
Hasn't gone through puberty yet.
You want to play a game? Oh God.
I want to play games.
Anything to get my mind off
What
this
is
room.
it? Okay.
It's
rope. Oh God. I want. Lyra, right? The oldest, the one that can.
Elira's the oldest.
Lyra's the old. Okay, so Lyra.
Elira's the
I have to
oldest.
create
I did look it up.
no. It'll take like 2 seconds once I get over there
And
now
Lyra
for you.
is-
So we'll do it during break, real soon.
Lyra. Transform into the. Let's go to the Lyra. And then they're gonna put this rope on like a leash, and we're gonna take you for a walk. If you're interested.
I cannot. I am dead.
And so roll a diplomacy because she's a
I'm
little
gonna be pissed.
offended to be taken as a pet, but at the same time she's like, I need to get the hell out of this room.
It's like a 25 or 20, 22.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's
She's
just
like,
fun.
That's and so she eventually agrees and nods, and there would be a bathroom bathroom system here that basically falls down to a shit pit, essentially, through some holes, just like any castle would. And so you head off to the latrine holes.
She transforms, we put a little leash looking setup on her, and then I give the rope to Myra. And I'm like, let's go, child.
I don't lose it.
As you should.
So,
Which is a wild one.
Buy some fun stuff on the way. Let's go. But be quiet. And don't transform ever. In front of people. Only if Myra, or if Lyra, or if Thyra, myself.
very, very old womanly phrasing that.
Oh, you know, tell you to change. Do it. But otherwise, don't change at all.
And so, as we are working our way back down through the temple, roll a deception here for the general play here.
I understand. What's the matter? Deception. Thankfully, I'm good at lying. 24.
24. Being approached once, just, out of curiosity of how dog got in here, you kind of wave it off. Just with your old womanly gum.
Big deal.
And
Ignore.
you eventually are easily let out of the temple.
I'm with child and pop. I leave.
Which child and pop?
It's just like,
Lyra's like,
oh, fuck.
This crazy old lady is just abducting us and walking us.
alright, where's my
And then, I'm just going to say, as you've left the temple for about a minute here, making your way down the street towards Brewer.
Sure, I'm just walking around. Maybe towards the shopping, center where, the citrons and lemons would be.
You would see your party then slowly starting to scurry up the street. With Reese, unfortunately not in tow as of yet. The end of the day is actually coming soon, within the next hour or two. But currently, it is the Kitsune, Safi, Thyra, and Moash.
Oh, there they are! Myra!
And
It looks like it's cooked today.
He's like,
Larry?
is she barking like the...
well,
It might be some of these shit.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Let's go talk to this old lady.
so yes, the children, one in full wolf, the other upon a leash, the leash bursting from her hands as the wolf runs towards you, and paws stretched up in what you would normally push a bad dog down to do.
When you pull wolf, were you quadrupedal or bipedal?
What?
Oh,
you were
have seen full. Yeah, okay.
Hybrid and
She's only done hybrid and human, mostly, right?
Got it.
so we'll
She's only
to
done
the
hybrid.
door, protecting the door when everyone was asleep.
Yeah. Got it, okay.
So here
Oh,
comes
yeah,
the
there was
little-
the one time inside where she was full wolf and you were
Yeah.
petting her.
Here comes the little moon children.
Not all lycanthropes are three-skinned. Thyra is, meaning that she can have human, hybrid, and full.
What are kids?
Technically, they're usually it can vary one or the other. If they're just not under the kitsune trait, because it depends on the parents. If they're mixed, they might just not have it. Kitsunes tend to be more of a hybrid and can have what they call a tailless form, which is a human form, a full fox form because they can all shapeshift, or a hybrid. She is a hybrid, so she can lean between all three.
She can do all three.
But she tends to sit in just the hybrid with the ears and the tails, but as a human. Her favorite thing is to drop into the fox form because she's smaller.
Oh, let's go, Myra, yes.
And there is this jumping into your arms of the younger child as she
Licking your
just hugs
face.
you, just holding onto your leg with your just large frame above her 9-year-old self, trying to get mostly around your waist. And then the older teen just still being smart enough to stay full wolf at this point, but you can see she's looking directly in your eyes, questioning, and that's as far as you can tell, just questioning at this point.
So Tyra's gonna say, Laren, Get the rope.
Oh,
No, get the rope off
We're
the
in
Lyra.
town. This is a
Lyra
dog.
goes over, takes the rope off of the Lyra.
Remember, that's
grabs
racist.
That's racist.
And I
Wolf
feel like
people.
I feel like she should take her off. She takes her off and it's like you can turn into your human form now, Lyra. Let's
If you want. We're just saying